Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to another week in medical school. We have a slightly less lecture heavy week this week, but a much heavier testing week. I have my OSCE this afternoon, which is like a standardized patient encounter, and then the Biochem quiz is first thing tomorrow morning, the OMM quiz is first thing Wednesday morning, and the first anatomy exam of this block is first thing Thursday morning, so quite a few tests. I also thought that this would be a good week to show you how I manage having a dog in medical school. I get that question like fairly regularly, and the honest answer generally is Jacob. We walk her for about an hour together every morning, and then he takes her to the dog park most afternoons. And if I have an exam or class too early in the morning, he just walks her without me. And so he takes a lot of the responsibility off of my plate. Not to mention, I got her during my gap year and trained her to be like a very live-with-able dog, and she's very well behaved now, and she is not a puppy. I would not recommend getting a puppy in medical school. It was great to adopt her during my gap year when I had time to actually manage that, and now she's fairly low maintenance as long as we get her enough exercise. But Jacob is out of town this week, and so it's just me taking care of Layla, and this will be a good example of how much harder it is to take care of a dog in medical school, starting with I walked her for an hour this morning, and I'm going to skip patient symptoms presentation lecture this morning, so I don't have to go back and forth from campus back home to let her out and then back to campus for my OSCE this afternoon. I'm just going to stay home with her and study until the OSCE. So my plan for this morning is to finish up the anatomy lectures for that exam on Thursday. I have 3 lectures left to go, so I'm going to make the Anki for one and then do some chores and then make the Anki for the next, and you get the drill. It's about 8:30 now. Let's get started on that first lecture. Alright, it's about 10 now. I made 146 Anki cards from that lecture's note set and slides, and now I'm gonna put away my laundry. 10:20 now, time for another lecture. Alright, it is almost 12 now. I was a little worried I wasn't going to be able to finish that before noon, but I'm glad we got that done. I think I'm going to switch to OSCE prep after I take a lunch break because I am starving. I am really nervous for the OSCE. I hate these things where we are actively judged and graded in front of a preceptor, and it's like makes a patient encounter that wouldn't be too bad so official and so stressful, and I just don't want to miss anything or mess anything up when they're actively watching me and judging me and my competency. I feel pretty prepared for it, but I just want to review a few more times to kind of calm myself down going into it, but let's take a lunch break now. That was so scary. I actually hated that, and I get taking history is a regular part of being a physician. I'm totally on board with that. The fact that we are taking histories from people sitting there actively judging us and like filling out a little sheet on whether or not we were personable, confident, empathetic, knowledgeable, it was just like, I can't deal with that. I don't know. They freak me out so much. I'm really looking forward to the day that an OSCE is not the most stress-inducing experience ever. I think I did okay in the end. I feel that I am good at being nice to patients. I will be devastated if she says that I came across not empathetic, but I do at least feel like I was pretty prepared. I at least asked most of the questions that I was supposed to ask. At the end, we took like a little quiz to see if we asked all the appropriate questions, and it was like, how has their pain changed? What family history point, things like that. And that went mostly okay. There were a couple where I was like, oh, I should have asked like clarifying questions about this to like really know what to put for this. But yeah, I feel like overall it was fine. I'm gonna go for a run now instead of going to the gym since it's so nice out and kind of run off some of this anxiety. Do you wanna go for a run? Yeah. I do feel much better post-run. Still pretty stressed about how I did on that OSCE. Hopefully the grade comes out pretty soon, but for the rest of tonight, I have an ENT interest meeting, 6 to 7, because I still have no idea what I want my specialty to be. And then my dad should get here sometime mid-meeting. He's just gonna spend the night here tonight. That's why my bedding is on the couch, because I'm probably just gonna sleep on the couch tonight. It's very comfy. I don't mind sleeping on it, and then I can get up unreasonably early for the quiz tomorrow and not bother him. I'm very excited to see him. He is like the best, and he's gonna bring dinner as well, so that's very exciting. And then other than that, and until the meeting starts, I should probably just work on Biochem and my Biochem Anki, because that quiz is first thing tomorrow morning, and then right after the quiz is our first Biochem workshop of this block, so lots of Biochem. Let's get back into it. I am just so tired. It is like 7 p.m. now, Tuesday, December 10th. My dad headed home after lunch. It was so nice to see him. The Biochem quiz this morning, I left feeling like kind of okay about, but they released our grades and I'm not super pleased with it, so that's kind of disappointing. Hopefully the OMM quiz tomorrow morning goes better, but like probably not. I feel like the OMM quizzes never go well for me, but we can still hope, you know, fingers crossed. But this is kind of the hard part of medical school, and even though I am really happy and really grateful to be here, if you're having like a tired, down, just kind of slow day, you don't get to. You have to keep going because we have so many quizzes and exams, and in a week where we have a quiz or exam literally every single day, I can't just be tired today. I have so much anatomy to review. I think that's a priority over the OMM quiz since we have those every single week, and I really want to do better on anatomy this block. And I have been so good about staying on top of it compared to last block, so I felt optimistic, and now I feel like it's just all catching up with me again, but it'll work out. We can still do this. I should probably get back to work now. Well, this morning has been kind of a mess, but good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is almost 8:30 now. I'm just waiting for the post office to open so I can pick up my new glasses, which is very exciting. I'm very excited to have them for this afternoon's anatomy lab. Hopefully they just fit and I don't need to get them refitted or anything, but studying this morning from 4 to 6 for the OMM quiz went well. I did actually do well in the quiz, thank God. I was so worried. I was running so late after walking Layla and getting ready, but another taking care of a dog in medical school by yourself, she has to be walked before I leave her for the day. That would be so mean to just wake up and leave her. So we walked for 45 minutes, and then by the time I showered and stuff, it was like well past the time I needed to leave for my quiz. And we started using this new testing software, and so it takes forever to log in. So I had literally 3 minutes to take this quiz, and I can't believe it went well. But gonna wait for the post office to open now, and then I'll talk to you after that. Sit. Wait. Back. Oh, good girl. Sit. Good job. Unfortunately, the glasses are a little bit uneven on my face. I need to get them adjusted, but I just don't think I have time today, so I'm gonna have to just wear these again to lab and have them slip down my face every few seconds, but whatever. It is actually my ears, my own anatomy's fault, because my ears are unlevel, so I always have to get the little ear bits adjusted so that they look even on my face, but I'm not going to do that today. I have too much anatomy studying for the exam tomorrow. I just got back inside from taking Layla to the dog park because I had to run home after OMM lab to take care of her because she can't just be left for like 9 or 10 hours or however long that would be, and now I'm going to head back to campus for anatomy lab, which is kind of annoying that we're having it right now because it's not even on the exam tomorrow, it's on the next exam, but who am I to say when anatomy lab should be, so let's head out. Alright, home from lab now. I went very briefly to an ortho residency panel, and that was really interesting, but also I know I am putting way too much pressure on picking a specialty and like knowing what to do right exactly now to match into that specialty, and I think I need to like stop for a little bit because I'm letting it make me too anxious, and I'm like nervous and stressed about it all the time, and I need to just focus on the classes that I'm taking right now and like knowing this information that I need to know to be a good physician regardless of what I match. But anyways, went to that, and now I need to start studying so bad. I'm really tired from the day that I've had already, but I have like 900 cards still due. I really don't want to fail this exam. I'm really not sure how this is going to work out, but I gotta get back to work. I gotta get through as much of this as I possibly can and probably just not sleep quite as much as I would like to, but to be honest, I sleep so poorly the night before exams anyways. Will it be any different? I don't know. Let's get back to work though. Good morning, happy Thursday, happy exam day. We just got back from our morning walk. It is 5 degrees, I believe, out. It feels so cold, so we went for maybe half a mile, honestly, just so that she could go to the bathroom. And then to actually tire her out and exercise her before I leave, I had her run back and forth down the hallway and jump over my legs to get part of her breakfast, and then put out one of those like snuffle mats for the rest of her breakfast, which of course she just dumped, but she'll eat it later. But it is almost 7 now. I think I'm just gonna get changed and head to campus, and I'm really not sure how this exam is gonna go, but wish me luck. Good morning, happy Friday. Decided I wanted to look a little more presentable today, so let's get ready together. Starting with sunscreen, of course, and just to get the most important news out of the way, I did pass anatomy. Leaving the exam, I thought I had done absolutely horribly. I was ready for like a 50% and we're fine. I don't know why that just is consistently how exams go for me. Like I feel like every single time I'm like, no, this is the time that I actually did fail. And then I pass again, and I need to stop getting myself in that mindset and just realize that I have been working really hard and I'm probably going to pass because of all of that hard work. And then this skin tint. And was it the grade that I wanted to get on this exam? No, but I did pass, so I need to stop freaking out. There's still definitely more that I could do to get the grade that I actually want and to do even better on these exams, and I'm aware of that. And I will start doing that, but I do need to also stop freaking out at the idea of failing because it hasn't happened so far, and I've been working really hard and I'm gonna keep working really hard. Basically, I just need to stop being so anxious about everything. So that's that. The rest of the day I did very little, which I thought was pretty well deserved, and today I'm gonna get back into it, hence getting ready and feeling kind of put together. I think will put me in the mood to be really productive today. Next, I'm gonna use this contour stick. It's also been so cold out, like single digits all this week, which has not made our morning walks fun at all. But this morning we just bundled up and still made it about 2 miles, almost 2 miles. And we actually got to go in the daylight today since I didn't have to be anywhere super early. I'm not meeting anyone on campus until 10, so that was very nice. And then this blush. The plan for today is to meet a group on campus to review some physical exam skills and some OMM skills. And then after that, I have a couple of meetings for a couple of research projects that I'm a part of. I'm realizing I definitely signed up to be part of way too many research projects. I just didn't think that all of them would work out. I thought for sure I would get maybe a couple from the mass quantity that I signed up for. And basically they've all worked out, and it's been okay so far because they haven't been like moving very quickly, but this block, it seems like everyone is trying to get it together a little bit more and actually work on the research project, so I'm a little bit worried that that's going to be too much, but at the same time I want to have enough research to match into the specialties that I'm leaning towards because they're all on the little bit more competitive side. But yeah, a couple of meetings for those this afternoon, so that should be good. And then this setting powder. I also really want to get my new glasses like adjusted today. I got a pair that I'm thinking will not slip off of my head nearly as easily during anatomy lab, so I'm not like constantly using the back of my hand to push up my glasses, which feels a little gross in anatomy lab, so I'm very excited for that. And then this brow gel. I just curl my lashes and put Aquaphor on them. I used to be a big mascara girl, but my eyes and my contact get so irritated with it, and this feels so much better. And then I'm gonna try this e.l.f. lip gloss. I feel like it will not look this dark once it's applied. And then final update before I head to campus, they still have not released our OSCE scores. I wish they would. I don't know why this grade is taking longer than usual, but I'll let you know as soon as I know, and let's head to campus now.